What's up, meat lovers, and welcome to Factorio, the game where you need a degree in computer science just to exist. I have over 100 hours in this game, and most of that is from tutorials, but enough about me, let's start making money. Soon, everyone will know the name Sheen Enterprises. But real quick, as you can probably tell, this video took a while to make, so if you want to see more like it, let me know by leaving a like, and subscribe to know when the next one's coming out. The game starts off next to a crash ship. After looting it, the next thing I needed to do was start getting the stuff I need. Like copper for wires and circuitry, iron for a lot of stuff, and coal to power all of it. Now usually for something like this, big companies would get materials from local businesses and sue anyone that doesn't agree to their ridiculously low rates. But I'm not going to stoop that low just to save a couple bucks. Instead, I decided to do it my own way, which is basically just throwing down some drills, getting some furnaces to smelt stuff down, and putting belts down to move materials. In Factorio, it's really important to plan ahead and organize your resources so you can expand easily in the future, but I can worry about all that later. Instead, let's make my first red science factory, set up some labs, and start researching. Cue time lapse. This is actually the first red science factory I've designed, and you can probably tell based off of how it looks, but overall, I think it's alright. Sorry, I said I think it's alright. Can we cut that out? Okay, let's take a look at it. Like I said, it's pretty basic, but it kinda works. I basically just put down 10 red science assemblers, 1 gear assembler, and called it a day. You know, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm making progress, learning stuff, and the bugs aren't even attacking me yet. Things are going pretty well. Am I getting an email? Wonder what that's all about.
朋友是一个监察的纪录片，在香港这座城市的设置。主演青年
Hold on, I'm not doing this. It's immoral and it'll damage the wildlife.
德勒、罗欧斯、福波斯伊、瑞。
Do you really think I'm gonna destroy an ecosystem for $5? Because you're absolutely right. Let's get to work. Okay, right now I have two options to get this factory moving along quicker. Option 1 is organizing all my resources and making a main bus, which might take a while but helps a lot in the long run. Or I could put down some more drills, hope for the best. That would obviously be quicker, but it'll make future expansion more difficult. But like the email said, I need to hurry if I want to get that $5 bonus. So I'm going with option 2. And while I'm at it, let's forget all the hard work and eco-friendly stuff. That takes time, and time costs money. You know what else takes time? Designing your own science factories. So let's just take some inspiration from other designs. Or in other words, copy to clipboard, import string, place down blueprint. And now all we have to do is build the thing. Okay, I know it's kinda lazy to do the same thing twice, so I'm actually not gonna make a time lapse. Just kidding, here we go. After I finished automating green science production, I put down some labs and started researching all sorts of new technology. I'm talking about solar panels, faster furnaces, trains, cars, circuits that I don't understand, faster conveyor belts, actual belts, concrete, gates that open and close, somebody pinch me. And last but not least, the one and only dirt. But then something weird started to happen. The aliens started attacking my drills and steam engines for no reason at all. Or were they? You see, after many seconds of research, I actually found out that not only do bugs like breathing, they also don't like breathing in toxic fumes. After these shocking realizations, I started using solar panels to power my factory, completely eliminating any and all pollution while solving the problem of the bugs. After that problem was solved for good and definitely wouldn't come up again a few hours later, I decided to work on the next two sciences, military and chemical. And you all know what that means. Control-C, Control-V, and cue time-lapse. Cue time-lapse. It looks like my computer won't let me do the same thing 3 times in a 7-minute video, so I guess I'll have to actually talk about the process. Or will I? You see, Okay, fine. I guess I will do something else. Everyone flip to any page, I don't care. I'm going to talk about requirements of a science factory. At its simplest, a science factory needs 5 things: electricity, materials, assemblers, inserters, and conveyor belts. Overall, you need iron and copper for assembling machines and inserters, iron plates for conveyor belts, electric poles for electricity, and different materials depending on the science. Does anyone have any questions?
Yeah, actually, I was wondering.
I didn't think so. So now that everyone has a complete and total understanding of my crystal clear instructions, let's get to building. Starting with military science, there are 3 ingredients you need that are broken down into 5 different raw materials: coal, copper plates, iron plates, steel plates, and stone bricks. Man, with all these different plates, you might think this is culinary science. Back to the materials. Luckily for me, I already automated all these things, so now I just have to split off from the conveyor belts, make a new one, and connect it to the lab. It looks like not making a main bus wasn't a good idea. I think I can fix it though, since there's only 5 ingredients, so let's just get to work. That wasn't too hard. Now let's take a look at chemical science. At first glance, there's also 5 raw materials, but if you break down engines, plastic, and sulfur, you end up needing 7 total. But since the factory design that I borrowed has engine assemblers included, that's already 1 down. For plastic, you need coal and petroleum gas, which takes oil that I have conveniently been collecting. So let's just select the recipe and cue time lapse. Actually, you know what? Screw you. I do what I want. Look at this. We're done with chemical science now. No time lapse, no explanation, nothing. I'm moving on. I don't see how I will. Now that that's done, I'm gonna just hook everything up to the labs and go for a nice relaxing walk. That's great. I definitely needed one more thing to worry about. If this keeps up, there's no way I'm gonna get my bonus, so I think I should use the new sciences I have saved up. Because, believe it or not, military science unlocks a lot of military stuff. A quick list of my favorites are rockets, rocket launchers, flamethrowers, explosives, and artillery. Well, light artillery, but whatever. While researching all of those, I put up about 50 sentries across my base and saved up a few hundred wall blocks. Using these new technologies, I set up a perimeter around my entire base to keep the bugs out. I also set up a few light artillery guns, but the problem with them is that in order for them to work more effectively, I need to automate shell production, which is going to take another hour, and I'm tired of automating everything. Why is it that the best way to play this game is to actually play the least amount possible? And why do I keep playing it? This is so stupid. I don't know what kind of psychopath this game was made for, but it's not me. I'm leaving this factory behind, and I'm leaving this game behind. Even the driving in this sucks. And now I'm out of fuel. Great. I'm done with this game. Wait, what's that X doing there? It almost looks like an artillery target. Son of a...